In July 2021, President Akufo-Addo directed the Interior Minister Ambrose Derry to conduct a public inquiry following the killing of 2 persons and injuries to 4 others by soldiers during a protest against the killing of a social activist, Ibrahim Mohammed, popularly known as Kaka. Kaka died on Monday, June 28, 2021, after he was attacked by unknown assailants while returning home from an event he had attended in the area. Earlier reports suggested that Kaka was killed because of his social activism, which some persons felt was making the government unpopular. However, police reports suggest otherwise after 3 people, including his brother, were arrested and put before the court over the killing. The Interior Minister subsequently constituted a 3-member committee chaired by Justice George Kingsley Kumson to probe the issue and make recommendations. According to the 3-member committee, Kaka's death had no connection with his social media activism, but it was rather because of a family feud. According to the family, the committee's remarks are careless and insensitive.
The statement by the committee that Kaka was probably killed because of a family feud is obviously false, careless, made, and very clearly disgraceful. Their statement was made without regard for the pain of the family and could only have been made by persons who were so eager to please their appointing authority that they left their humanity and their conscience aside. Even though they knew that they had no basis, evidence, or authority for that statement, they made it anyway. Perhaps because why bother about the truth and justice for poor family in Ejura? When you call to the bidding of those who have promised you and have the power to guarantee your further political appointments. So yes, we have struggled as to why persons of their caliber are so willing to forsake their own credibility just to do a hunched job in expectation for political favor. But we leave them to the judgment of their conscience and to the weightier justice of Allah.
A member of the committee, Dr. Vladimir Nchudanso, took on the family of Kaka for their initial criticism of the committee's report. According to him, the family had no right to question the work of the committee. He went on to urge them to volunteer any information on the death of their relative to the Criminal Investigation Department of the police.
Kaka's family should have an interest in the CID, not our committee. Our committee was not asked to go and investigate Kaka. Ours is supposed to answer Kaka, what Kaka's death engendered. And that's what we want to investigate. Of course, our starting point will be Kaka. And so we make reference to it. Finish. If they say they are not accepting the report, they didn't say that. People who appear before us get evidence as to how Kaka died. That was not our consent. We advise them to go to the CID if they have any other information, to tell the CID. What led to the riots was Kaka's death, burial, and the action of the police to start with. And I'm saying they don't have a right to question us because they didn't send us.
In speaking to journalists at Awoshi in Accra, a spokesperson for the family, Nafiu Mohammed, described such utterances as unacceptable.
Dr. Vladimir Nchudanso has gone on to say publicly that we, the Kaka family, have no right to question the work of the committee. In his own words, he said, they do not have the right to question us because they did not send us. Obviously, if accept his logic, it will mean that the committee saw itself as only accountable to the person who set them up and not to be the families of victims, the persons directly affected by the incident in Ejura, or even Ghanaian public. We think that this is unacceptable. At no way in the entire report of the committee did they demonstrate or was there any evidence to show that the family of Kaka was embroiled in any turmoil or feud.
They made an appeal for public support in their quest to sue some members of the committee and witnesses who appeared before the committee.
The family is also considering all its legal rights in connection with the report of the Ejura Committee, including the possibility of legal action against the members of the Ejura Committee and some of the witnesses who appear before them. In this connection, are also asking for the support of the public towards the welfare needs of Kaka's widow and 5 children who have been left behind, as well as to support our fight for justice. We will appreciate any help towards covering our legal fees in this question, and I would urge the media to help us in this regard. As you can see, the Kaka's wife and the children, we have 5 children, and already he was the breadwinner of the family. Now he's no more. And you know, this battle is not an easy battle. It is a battle that we have to deal with the authority. And I'm sure all of you here want justice. So you should help us at least to solicit some funds that can help the children and also our legal battle.
For the family of the late Mohammed Ibrahim, also known as Kaka, the report of the Ejura Committee does not bring finality to this matter because the family would consider suing some members of the committee as well as some witnesses who appeared before the committee. But to do this, they are appealing for public support in their quest. Reporting from Awoshi in Accra, my name is Ni Ayukwe Okain for Citi News.